Hello, everyone. First off, thank you for the work you do every day to accomplish our agency mission and, more importantly, support each other. The first week of May recognizes many service-related commemorations that directly pertain to us and our work. This week is Public Service Recognition Week, a time where we are recognized as civil servants dedicated to keeping the public safe, caring for its citizens, preventing the spread of disease, and so much more. It's also the start of National Nurses Week, and our nurses are some of the key individuals standing with us on the front lines in the battle against COVID-19. The World Health Organization has even designated 2020 as the Year of the Nurse. Most importantly, though, for us, is recognition of Correctional Workers Week. Traditionally, during this week, we are recognized for our vital role in the criminal justice system, one of the toughest beats in law enforcement. It is time for the public to note that correctional organizations throughout the world work tirelessly to keep inmates safe and secure, and play an integral role in helping inmates who want to make positive changes in their lives. As correctional workers, we exemplify professionalism, integrity, and strength in the face of difficult and dangerous situations. This year is unlike any year we have experienced within the Bureau, and while I commend you for your dedication and commitment to corrections this week and every week, our commemoration, which is otherwise a week of activities, is muted in recognition of COVID-related cautions. Heroes have and continue to work in our agency, and we will celebrate each of you as soon as we can. But for now, we need to postpone our usual Correctional Workers Week activities and recognition events. Let me briefly mention some things happening in the Bureau and around the nation. First, I want to acknowledge the amazing work being done in our Unicor factories. During the month of April, Federal Prison Industries made and distributed over 1 million face masks, 1 month. After ensuring all field locations received their supply, the masks were disseminated to the central and regional offices for staff to wear. The mask I am wearing today is the 1 millionth mask, made at FCI Waseca late last week. Thank you to the Waseca staff and inmates and all of our Unicor factories for your hard work and dedication to public safety. As I prepared for this week's message, there were more than 2,060 inmates with current confirmed positive lab results for COVID-19, and 561 inmates have recovered. The number of staff recoveries is also climbing. More than 149 staff have recovered. We continue to offer support and prayers for the 356 staff who currently have confirmed positive lab results. I would like to clarify some information you may be hearing regarding positive COVID cases within the agency. As more testing opportunities become available, the Bureau will continue to increase testing to include asymptomatic inmates. For example, at this time last week, roughly 2,700 inmates had been tested. The vast majority were asymptomatic, and approximately 70% tested positive for COVID-19. This number, however, is in no way representative of the positive rate across the agency. We have 142,000 inmates in 122 facilities. Currently, only 51 of our institutions, less than half, have been affected by COVID-19. Of those, only 15 have an outbreak with more than 20 active lab-confirmed positive inmate cases, and only 5 institutions have more than 20 active positive staff cases. It's important to note, just like in the community across the country with COVID-19 outbreaks, increased testing will result in higher positive rates. Thus far, we have deployed 299 secondary law enforcement officers from Central Office, Grand Prairie, Glencoe, and the National Corrections Academy, in addition to 120 health services and public health service staff to assist at field locations experiencing staff challenges. In some cases, several staff have deployed twice, and others have volunteered to extend their deployment. I also want to applaud the primary law enforcement officers who have been deployed to assist fellow institutions. Future deployments are anticipated as COVID-19 outbreaks continue to occur, and I thank everyone for their continued dedication to serve. In accordance with the Attorney General's guidance, we continue to review inmates with COVID risk factors and make determinations regarding their suitability for home confinement. Balancing public safety and public health is a difficult but necessary task. Since March 26, we placed an additional 2,144 inmates on home confinement. That's an increase of nearly 70% in 6 short weeks. In order to protect the public, as we identify potential priority candidates for home confinement, they will start the required 14-day quarantine process, regardless of whether they have been officially approved. This step should enable those inmates who are approved and have a verified suitable living situation to move out of the facility and begin home confinement as soon as possible. Let me finish with this thought. It is time for us to change the negative narrative used by people who stand outside our environment and offer constant criticism and no solutions to the unique challenges presented during this pandemic. COVID is like no other disease seen to date, and the response worldwide has been ever evolving. The corrections profession is a noble one, and its story must be told by the professionals doing the job and those supporting that effort. We must continue to highlight our achievements. We must continue to support one another and shine a positive light on our profession and our dedication to public safety and correctional excellence. Each of you deserve the respect and honor of being a public servant and law enforcement officer who put your life on the line every time you report for duty, regardless of COVID. Stay healthy, be safe, and work together to accomplish our mission. Together we are stronger. Together we are making the difference. Thank you.